Hello students, hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss the specimen question paper of computer applications for class 10th. And in this video, I will discuss section B. Section A, I have already discussed in my previous video. I will put the link of that video in the description of this video. Okay. So in this in this video, I am going to discuss section B. And in section B, let me tell you, there will be 6 programs, and out of 6 programs you need to attempt only 4 programs, okay, each of 15 marks. So without wasting your and my time, here we go with this section B. Before moving forward, just let me show you this, read this instruction. It is given by the council. As I told, answer any 4 questions from this section. Okay, the answers in the section should be consist of programs either in BlueJ environment. Okay, it's okay. Each program should be written using variable description. This I want to tell you, everyone, students, listen carefully. Variable description, you know, each program is of 15 marks. Okay, and out of 15 marks, 3 marks is 3 marks are for variable description and some comments. That is also in altogether they are called documentation. There are 3 marks for documentation. So please, after each program, do not forget to write variable description and some comments in the program. 2 or 3 comments will be enough. So don't forget that. Otherwise, 3 marks in each program you will lose. Like that, you will lose 12 marks. 4 into 3, 4 programs, 3 each. So 12 marks you will lose. So don't forget to write the variable description after each program and write few comments in the program somewhere. Okay. Flowcharts and algorithms are not required. Okay. Here, if you are using buffer reader for the input or data input stream reader, I know most of you are using scanner class, but still I'm telling you, if in your school or if your teacher has taught the input using buffer reader or data input stream reader, please do not use that in the board examination. I'm telling you. Otherwise, if you use this buffer reader or data input stream in board examination, board will deduct the mark. Okay, please be careful. And I know most of you are using a scanner class. If you're not using a scanner class, if you're using buffer reader, then I'm telling you, don't use it. As now they have started writing buffer reader and data input stream should not be used in the program. If you do not know about these 2 classes, these are the class name. If you do not know these 2 classes, don't worry, don't think anything about this. If you know, don't use it. Okay, now coming to the question. Now we're going to the question. See, question number 3. The first question of this section is what? Question number 3. And this question, you know, this first question is generally used to say as a class programming. Okay. In this, a class will be given, data members will be given, and few member methods will be given, and we have to solve them. Okay. So this question is the easiest question of this section, I'm telling you, students. This question may look longer than other questions, but it is easiest question of this section. Okay, I will show you, and when I will go through the solution, we'll come to know how easy is this. Okay, so start writing. I'm going to discuss this program. See, what is class name? The class name is here. Here the class name is given as bank. The class name is what? Bank. Okay, so let me show you. Here I'm writing. See, here I've written the complete program. I will explain one by one. Let me show you this. See, class name is what? Bank. As per the question, we are copying this import java.util.scanner we have done because we require scanner class in the program, so that we have imported. Now, class bank. Class name is bank as per the question. Then, here, after adding the class name, we'll go through the member variables, or they are also called data members. Okay, so you can see this class has 4 data members, this double P, double N, double R, and double A. P is for principal amount, N is for time, and R is for rate of interest, and A for to store the amount. Okay, so 4 data members are there, and all are of double type. So you can see all are of double type. So we can declare them separately, or we can declare them together. here I have declared, since all are of same type, here I am declaring them all together, P, comma, N, comma, R, comma, A, since all are of double type. You can declare them separately also, double P, semicolon, and double N, semicolon, double R, semicolon. Like that also you can declare. But if they are of same type, they can be declared all together like this. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now coming to the next. So what we have done, we have written the class name was bank. Then we have declared all the data members. See carefully this part, this from here to here. Okay, double P and array. The class name we have written and we have declared all the data members. I think, are you feeling any difficulty up to this? It's very easy. Simply we are copying from the question, nothing else. Okay. Then coming to the next. So what we have done, we have written the class name. We have declared the data members P and array are the data members. Now we'll go through the functions of that class. So here generally functions are also called methods, member methods, you can see. So I'm going through the functions now. Now you can see there are three functions: void accept, void calculate, and void display. And one more function we have to define, that is main function. Okay. So most of the time, first function, that accept function, is here. Most of the time you'll have such function in which you need to take input some values. Okay, here you can, if you go through this function, it is said input values for P and N. And this P is for principal value and N is for time. So this is the value of P and N we have to take input in this function. Okay, using scanner class. They have mentioned here to don't use buffer data, use scanner class. Okay, so simplest, first, most of the time you'll have such function in which you have to take some input. Taking input is very easy. From first program you are taking input. Okay, so it's very easy thing. So coming to this, see this function I've defined. The function name is what? Accept. Return type is void accept. And what we have to take input in this function? The value of P and N using a scanner class methods. So for input, we require scanner class object that we have created. Then we are displaying the value. Proper message, P for principal value and N is for time. So here we are displaying the proper message, enter principal value and time. Then we have to take input. Since P principal value, for principal value, the data member is P, and since it is of double type, so next double for input. Then N is for time, and since it is also of double type, so we are taking input as using the function next double. Simple. In this function we are taking input. Simplest thing. बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं है इनपुट लेना. फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम जो तुमने लिखा हुआ वहां से तुम इनपुट लेते आ रहे हो. स्कैनर क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करो, मैसेज प्रिंट करो और इनपुट. नेक्स्ट डबल फॉर double input, next in for integer input, like this. So most of the time you will have one function in which you have to take input some values and read that function and find out what to take input. Here it is said to take input what? Values of P and N only. Okay, so P for principal, N was for time, so we have taken input. Okay, I hope the things are clear. Accept function is clear to everyone. If any doubt, you can ask to the comment section again. Now next function is calculate. Okay, so first let me show you the question. In calculate function, it is said to calculate the amount based on the following condition. Here conditions given, years, time is given here, and if time is up to half years, then rate of interest will be 9. More than half, up to 1 year, 10%. From more than 1 to 3 years, 11%, and more than 3 years, 12%. The rate of interest will be decided based on these conditions. Okay, and then we will calculate the amount. This we have to do. The half means 1 by 2 means 0.5. We'll write. We will not write 1 by 2. We cannot type here. Okay, so what we'll write? 0.5. The up to half means up to 0.5. The rate of interest is what? For rate of interest, the data member is R. The data member is given. What is the data member? R is given there. So if N is less than or equal to 0.5, half. Now what is N here? Time, years. Okay. So N is less than or equal to 0.5 means up to half years. The rate of interest is 9, or N more than half years and up to 1 year. Let me show you the condition. See, keep on watching. More than half years to 1 year, the rate of interest is 10. So more than means greater than 0.5 and n is less than or equal to 1, up to 1 it is said. So rate of interest is what? 10. Otherwise, if rate of time is more than 1 years to 3 years, means if n is greater than 1 and less than or equal to 3, then rate of interest is what? 11. Then rate of interest is what? 11. So here 11. Okay. And lastly, if it is more than 3 years, if n is greater than 3, then rate of interest will be 12. So any one of these 4 conditions will be true and the value of r will be calculated. And then whatever the value of r, using that, this formula we are writing to calculate the amount. This formula is given in the question. Here p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. For that we have to use mat.power function. The base is 1 plus r by 100 and power is n. So p into mat.power means 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Okay, and will be stored into variable a. A variable is here for amount. Okay. So I think it's clear, and in calculate function, the logic will not go more than if else or switch case. Maximum. It will not, even you will not get the question of loop in this calculate function. So maximum if else question will be there. Okay. So if you read it, simplest logic you will get here. Please try to solve this. Okay. Now coming to the next function. And lastly, you'll have a function in which you have to display something. You have to display the details. Okay. So here it is said display the details in the given format. Principal, time, rate, amount. Means first we have to display the headings, principal, time, rate, and amount. And below that principal, we have to display the principal value, means the value of small p, that data member. Time, we have to display the value of n. Below rate, we have to display the value of r, small r. And below amount, we have to display the data member, value of data member, small a. Values, matlab headings, then below them the values. So that we are going to do. Please learn it, how to display in this format. In this line, we are displaying the headings only. Means first principal, this word will be printed, and /t, here I have written /t, you can see /t will move the index, will move the cursor, means tab will be typed. Simply principal will be typed, first I am telling you. Because of this, principal will be printed, principal word will be printed, and /t means tab. Tab means cursor will move to this position. Then what will be printed? Time. Time will be printed. Then again /t, you can see /t is there. So tab will be printed, then rate. Then again /t, tab will be printed, then amount. Okay, these headings will be printed because of this line, and then ln will change the line, cursor will move to the next line. Okay, then here we are printing the value of p for principal, which variable is there, which data member is there, p. So we are printing the value of p, whatever the value of p will be printed. Then cursor will move to the, then /t, tab will be printed, cursor will move to here. Then the value of n will be printed. N is for time, time will be printed below time. Then /t, tab will be printed. Then the value of r will be printed. Then value of a will be printed with tab in between them. Okay, kindly learn it. This is the way of okay. Now coming to the next. So I hope it is clear. And lastly, we have to define the main function. Main function, what we have to do, we have to define the main function lastly. So in main function, what to do, it is written in the question. If you go through the question, you will find out what to do in the main function. In main function, it is said, read it, write the main method or function same. Write a main method to create an object. Means हमें main function में object create करना है. We have to create the object of the class and call the above methods. So that we are going, it is written what to do in the main function. If you read it, you will find it. See here, I have written int. Sorry, in this line we are creating the object of the class. Okay, class का object create कर रहे हैं as it is given in the question. Define main function to create the object. So what is the class name? Bank. Bank OB the object. Bank OB equal to new bank. So in this, what are you doing? So here you can write the comment object, creating object or object creation. Some comments you supposed to write, so that I am writing here. Okay. Now, and then it is said, and call the above methods. Call the above methods means we have defined 3 methods: accept, calculate, and display. So we are calling OB by this object. We are calling the function accept, OB.calculate, and OB.display. Simple. Okay. So this we have to do, and all the time you have to do the same thing only. In main function, you have to create the object of the class, and by that object in sequence, you'll call the functions like this. Most of the time you'll have the same thing. Class name will be different, functions name will be different. Don't copy the same thing everywhere. Okay. So these are the, this is, as I told, this is the easiest program in the section B. Okay. And don't forget to write variable description. Here I'm not writing. You can, the variables are already given. The description of variables are already given in the question P and RA. What you supposed to write in the variable description? You supposed to write name. You're supposed to write here name, one column for name, another column for type, in type, double type, float type is type, third column for description. And means a purpose. What is what is the purpose of that variable in the program? The description. Okay, description means you are describing the variable, that what is the use of that variable. So few variables are already given. Consider here it is given P. The type is what? Double. And description, what is the use of that? It is given in the question. In this question, it is given, already given, just you can copy that. Okay, double. And description is what? To store principal value. And then next is what? R. Okay, like this you can write many comments. So you can, sorry, for all the data members, you can, P was in lowercase, so I'm writing P in lowercase. Okay. So please remember that. Don't forget to write the variable description, otherwise you will lose 3 marks per question. Means total 12 question, you can, at 12 marks you can lose. Don't forget. Okay. Now coming to the next question. I hope the things are clear. Still, if you have any doubt, you can go back to the video and then watch it again. Otherwise, you can ask the comment section. Coming to the next question, question number 4. And students, please remember that searching, sorting. Most of the time your teacher has told you the searching, sorting will come. So let me tell you, there are, I know there, there are 4 programs, 2 programs of searching, linear search and binary search, and 2 programs of sorting, bubble sort and selection sort. Out of these 4, one will come. Confirm one will come, not both. One will come. Either linear search, binary search, bubble sort, or selection sort. Either one question will come, confirm. Here you can see in this specimen, they have given the binary search. Okay. So please, and here in this video, I am not going to discuss about the binary search in detail. I will write the code, I will show the code. What is the difference? That I will show you. And please watch that video in which I have discussed about binary search. I will try to put the link of that, okay, in the description part. So coming to here, define a class to search for a value. Students, थोड़ा सा question को ध्यान सुनना, ध्यान से पढ़ना. Define a class to search for a value by the user, input by the user. Means here it is said ki input by the what an user will input, and user will input a value to search. Where to search? From the list of the values given below. From this list we need to search. Means here it is not said to take input the elements of array. Here it is said to and input the value which is to search. जो वैल्यू सर्च करनी वो इनपुट लेना है, एरे इनपुट ले लेना है. एरे की वैल्यूज फिक्स नहीं, ये वैल्यूज हैं, डायरेक्ट इनिशियलाइज करना है. दिस यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ. इफ इट इज फाउंड डिस्प्ले द सर्च सक्सेसफुल, अदरवाइज डिस्प्ले द मैसेज सर्च एलिमेंट नॉट फाउंड यूजिंग बाइनरी सर्च टेक्निक. ओके, सिंपल, ये बाइनरी सर्च का प्रोग्राम है सिंपल वे में. और इवन इसमें एरे इनपुट भी नहीं लेना है, सिर्फ एरे डिक्लेयर करके डायरेक्ट ये वैल्यूज इनिशियलाइज कर देनी है. उसके बाद बाइनरी सर्च मेथड का यूज करके सर्च करना. ओके, so here I am going to show you. See, as I told, here it is said not to take input the elements of array. Class name I have taken binary search. Here import will be there because input is required here. Java dot util dot scanner. Sorry, I forgot. Scanner will be there. Then class name I have taken binary search without a space. Then creating the object of scanner class. Then here, as I told, there is no need to create no need to take input the elements of it. Directly I am storing the value. And how to initialize an array, one dimensional array? Please look at here. Look at the code. This is the way to, so the values what they have given in the question that I have written here, 5.6, 11.5, 20.8 and so on. So these values I have directly initialized to the array. Means what will happen? These values will be stored into the array index wise. How many elements? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 0 at 0, 5.6 will be stored at 1, 11.5 will be stored, and so on up to 9. The elements will be stored in the sequence. Okay. Then we have to enter, we have to ask the user to enter the value to search. That we are storing to the variable n. Here it will be of double type. Okay. Double type, and this array will also be of double type. See the values. Values are of fractional values are there. Sorry, I have written int. It should be of double type. Take care of this. Double type. Okay. Because it has fractional values 5.6, 11.5. So it must be of double type, and this n also must be of double type, which we are going to search. Okay. Now we are taking the value lower bound and upper bound. In case of binary search, we used to take lower bound is 0. Upper bound will be the length of the array, that is a dot length. The length of this array is 10. Okay, 10 elements are here, so the length of this array is what? 10. Okay, lower bound is 0, upper bound is 10. Okay, and then this like this. I'm not discussing this code, students. I have already discussed in that video. Please watch that. Okay, mid equal to L plus U by 2. We calculate the mid, and if this condition is true, if n is equal to a mid, if this condition is true, means the number is found. So if the number is found, if the value is found, as per the question, it is said to display the message search successful. So that I have displayed here, and then break will send a control outside the loop. And if it is not found, if the number is not equal to the mid index value, then what happens? It may be greater than that or it may be less than that. If it is greater than that, the value of lower bound will increase. If the value of n is less than a mid value, then the value of upper bound will decrease by 1, minus 1. It will be minus 1. Will be decreased by minus 1. Okay. So what will happen? Mid plus 1 and mid minus 1. So if it is not equal, it may be greater than or it may be less than. So either L, the value of L or the value of U will be changed, and then again control will go back to here, and so on like this. Searching will take place. Please watch that video, students. I am not going to discuss in detail here. Okay. Again, the value of L will be less than or equal to U, and again the value of mid will be calculated if it is equal. If the number is n is the number. If the number is equal to the mid index value, you'll have the message search successful. Otherwise, it may be greater than or it may be less than. If it is greater than, the value of L will increase, or if it is greater than less than, then the value of U will decrease by 1. इधर 1 L या U में से किसी एक की वैल्यू चेंज होगी, फिर वापस जाएगा. अगर और if the number is not in the list, I'm telling you, if the number is not in the list, so by sometimes the value of L, sometimes the value of U will be changed, and one situation will come when the value of lower bound will be greater than upper bound. Okay, in that case, this condition will be false. And coming outside the loop, if lower bound is greater than upper bound, it means the element is not in the list. So not found की condition यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. Search element not found. Search element not found. This message I have displayed. Then main close, class close. Okay, binary search method you can watch. Only the difference was here that here it is said not to take input the elements of array. Here it is said to display, initialize the array directly like this. Okay. So that's why I have written and I have explained it. I hope the things are clear. If any doubt, you can ask through the comment section still. Okay. Now going to the next question. Now next question is what? Question number 5. This program will be of string. String program is here. Define a class to accept a string and convert the same to uppercase. Means input लेना है, उसको uppercase में convert करना है. Then create and display the new string by replacing each vowel by immediate next character and every consonant by the previous character. The other characters remain the same. Means has other character, it will remain same. I is a vowel, so after I, what is the next character? I के बाद J आता है. The next character of I is J, so J. M is consonant, so previous character L, M, L. So if the character is a vowel, we'll replace it with the next character, and if it is a consonant, we'll replace with the previous character, and other characters will remain same. You can see alpha at the rate 2024, all are same. Others they have replaced. So this we are going to do. So here is the program. So what we have to do, one by one we have to extract a character. Okay, character निकालेंगे. We will extract a character one by one, and we'll check whether it is a vowel. And before checking the vowel, we'll check whether it is a alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, then we'll check whether it is a vowel or not. If it is a vowel, then we will add 1 to the character. Plus 1 करेंगे तो next character मिलेगा. And if otherwise, if it is not vowel, then it is a consonant. Obviously, it is consonant because initially we are checking whether it is a vowel or not. So if it is it is an alphabet or not. First, we'll check whether it is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, then we'll check whether it is a vowel or not. Let me show you the program. It will be more clear to show it. See, here we go with this question I have shown. See, import JavaJr class name I have taken replace, R capital I have taken, don't worry. And then main function scanner class. Then here we are displaying the message enter a string. Okay, then we are taking input the string into the str. And as per the question, it is said to convert that into uppercase. It is written convert the same to uppercase. So we are converting str to uppercase using the to uppercase function. Here you can write the comment converting to uppercase, converting to uppercase. Comments, few comments, 2 or 3 comments you can write whatever you can understand. Okay, then it is said to create a new string. Okay, so we are creating a new string that we are taking one more string, that is new str for the new string, and that we are initializing with new str. We are initializing with empty string. Here I have written only 2 double quotes, 2 double inverted comma. There is no space in between them. It means it is empty string. Okay, इन दोनों डबल कोट्स के बीच में स्पेस भी नहीं है. इसमें number of characters 0 है. The length of this string is what? 0. So I have initialized this new str with the new str with the empty string. Okay. Now, as I told, what we'll do, we will extract a character from index number 0. So that's why I'm going to I'm starting from 0 and going to the length of the string. Okay. Because from each index we have to extract the character. And first time the value of I will be 0. So str dot caret 0 will be stored into C. Okay. For example, this here I'm taking. Here this is imagine at the rate 2024 that I'm writing here. Then I will go through that. Has imagination at the rate 22024. Okay, consider this is the string and the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. str dot length will be 17. The length of this string will be 17. Okay. Caret I means caret 0. What is caret 0? Hash. The value of C will be hash. Okay. Now, as I told, first of all, we'll extract the character one by one. First, we have extracted the character from index number 0. Then we'll check. First, we'll check whether that character is an alphabet or not. Alphabet. So to check a character is an alphabet or not, we have a function isLetter of character wrapper class. Okay. So for string programming students, I'm telling you, the functions of character wrapper class is very important. Please learn it. I will put the link of that also. Okay, the functions of string class and the functions of character wrapper class are very important for string programming. So here I am checking whether the character is a alphabet or not. First of all, पहले check ही कर लेंगे alphabet है नहीं. If it is alphabet, see, this is the condition. If it is an alphabet, then we are checking whether it is a vowel or not. You know this condition very well, I think. So this condition is, since the value of C caret 0 is what has, this condition is false. So control will go for this else, and this C will be joined to new str. What is the value of new str this time? It is empty. You can see empty we have initialized. and then C we are joining to that, so C will be concatenated. So the value of empty plus C, the value of C is what hash, will be stored into new str itself. The value of new str will be hash. Then this closing is there. Then I plus plus I will become 1. I was 0. Now I will become 1. Condition true. Now again char at 1. I is 1 this time. So char at 1. What we have a char at 1? Capital I. So the value of C will be what? Capital I. It's a vowel. So this condition is true. Character is letter C. C is an the value of C, that is I, is an vowel, is an alphabet. First we are checking whether it is an alphabet or not. Yes, it is an alphabet. So control go inside this if, and this condition will be true. C equal to I. So see here, what will happen? Since it's an alphabet, so it is said to replace it by the next character. So what are you doing? C plus 1. What is C? The value of C is I. Since we are performing addition operation, so C plus 1, what will happen? In the ASCII value of variable I, 1 will be added. Okay. So ASCII value of I is whatever ASCII value of I plus 1. And if you convert that into cat type, addition, this plus operator will return numeric value. The result of addition will always be an integer value, will be a number. So that number we have to convert into character type. So the value of C, small c is what? The value of small c is what? Capital I variable. C has the value capital I. And if we are writing plus 1 means we are making it the ASCII value of J. So here C plus 1 will return the ASCII value of J, whatever ASCII value of J you can count it. And that will be converted into char, means the result will be finally capital J. And that will be joined to new str. So what is the value of new str this time? The value of new str is hash plus j. Hash plus j will be hash j and will be stored into new str itself. So new str will be what? Hash, then capital J. I hope this thing is clear. This thing is clear. How we are getting the next character. C plus 1 प्लस है तो यहाँ पे एडिशन होगा, तो C के ASCII वैल्यू, C में कौन सा कैरेक्टर I है, I के ASCII वैल्यू में 1 ऐड होगा तो J के ASCII वैल्यू मिल जाएगी, तो वो नंबर मिलेगा, उसको मैं कैरेक्टर में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट दैट नंबर इनटू char form and then that will be concatenated with new str. Okay, then again since this condition was true, so it will not go for else, then from here again I plus plus I will be 2. Now char at 2, what is char at 2? I is 2, char at 2 is capital M. The value of C will be what? Capital M. It's a constant. Character dot is later, condition 2. This condition is true. So what is this? It will come inside, and whether it is vowel? No, it is not a vowel. So this condition will also be false. It will go for else. Then what to do? The same thing we are doing. We are subtracting -1 from the character. The value of M is C is what? Capital M. So M minus 1 means the L. The previous character of M is what? L. So you will get by C minus 1 will get the ASCII value of capital L, and that will be converted into char, then we'll get the capital L finally. That will be joined to new str. What is the value of new str this time? Hash j. The hash j plus L will be stored into new str itself. The value of new str will be hash j L, and so on like this, students. First we are checking whether the character is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, we are adding 1 and then joining to the new str. Otherwise, if it is not vowel, then we are adding C minus 1 to the new str. Again, I am repeating, we are extracting the character one by one. We have started. Sorry, we have started from index number 0, and first we are checking whether it is alphabet or not. It is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, then we are checking whether it is a vowel or not. If it is a vowel, then we are replacing it by the next character. And if it is not a vowel, then obviously it will be consonant. So that we are replacing with previous character. And otherwise, if it is not an alphabet, then we are joining it as it is in the new str. And by this way, we'll get the desired output, what is required. Okay. I hope this is clear. And kindly don't forget to write the variable description. And finally, coming outside the loop, we are displaying the value of new str with the message new string equal to. Okay, this is question number 7. If you any doubt, you can ask to the question or watch the video again. Now, coming to the next question, define a class to accept Okay, in case of 2D array, they will not give that difficult question as much I can understand. Just kindly learn how to, in both the arrays, in case of both the arrays, I'm telling you how to declare an array, how to take input and how to display the elements of array. At least इतना तुम्हें आना चाहिए, उसको प्रिपेयर करो, बहुत सारी चीज़ इसमें सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. See here, define a class to assert values of, here we have to take input. It is said to define a class to assert values into 4 by 4 array. 4 by 4 का टू डायमेंशनल एरे डिक्लेयर करना है एंड फाइंड एंड डिस्प्ले द सम ऑफ ईच रो का सम करना है. फॉर एग्जांपल दिया इसने, हियर वी हैव टू डिक्लेयर एंड वी हैव टू टेक इनपुट. इट इज सेट टू एक्सेप्ट द वैल्यूज. इनपुट लेना है यहाँ पे, इसने एग्जांपल दिया है यहाँ पे. हियर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस? हियर 1 2 3 4 आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट रो, 5 6 7 8 आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेकंड रो, थर्ड रो, फोर्थ रो, and it is set to sum of row 1. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 will be 10 it is, okay. Then 5 plus 6 plus 7 8 and so on like this. So we have to display the elements of the sum of each row, okay. So let me show you this program and look at here. I have taken the class name as sum row, since sum of each row we are going to find. Then main function import will also be there. Import, I'm forgetting all the time. Import java dot util dot scanner, okay. It will be there. Then main function, then we are creating the object of scanner class. Then in this line we are declaring the 2D array declaration and declaring a 2D array, declaration of 2D array. Kindly don't forget to write few comments like this, declaring 2D array. So in this we are declaring 2D array. So this is the situation, the array will be declared. So the how many rows and how many columns? 4 rows and 4 columns, okay. Array की भी videos हैं students, you can watch from there. Thoroughly there I have explained how to declare, how to take input. Here also I will tell you in brief, संक्षिप्त में हम उसको explain करेंगे. यहाँ भी 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 okay, 4 rows and 4 columns, okay. Now we have declared here. Now in this part we are taking input. This part is for array input. So here you can write array input. Few comments you can write like this, array input, okay. And please remember that in one video for array 2D array I have already uploaded. For 2D array input we require nested loop. Outer loop goes up to number of rows, inner loop goes up to number of columns. Here 4 rows and 4 columns, so both are going up to 4. And then here we take sc dot next in. So this is the way of array input. Please watch that video to learn it properly. Here I am going to tell you, just tell you only this. This is the way to take input the elements of array. Okay. So this loop will take the elements of input the elements of array. Consider the elements we are storing like this. Consider the 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16, okay. Now what is the question? Question is here, we have to find the sum of each row. It is said to find the sum of each row, okay. So again same thing, means we have to go from 0 0 0 1 0 2. So again we require that nested loop that will go from 0 to 4 0 to 4. We have to go through each and every element, no, so we are doing that. And now sum of each row. Why this sum equal to 0 here I have written, I will tell you. Sum equal to 0, initially the value of I equal to look at here, the value of I is what? 0. This condition is true, control will go inside the loop, the sum will be initialized by 0. Then again j will start from 0, just take care, listen carefully. Condition true, control will go inside the loop. Sum equal to sum plus aij. Aij means A00. A00 is what? 1. A00 is what? 1. That what we have 1, the 1, and sum is what? 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1 and will be stored into sum itself. The value of sum will be 1 now. Now from the closing, this is the closing of inner loop. Control will go for j plus plus. Again j plus plus, j will be 1. Now this condition is true, control will go inside the loop. Now sum is what? 1 this time. And aij, I is 0. देख सकते हो अभी I इसी पे फिक्स है, 0 पे फिक्स है और j मूव कर रहा है, कॉलम इंडेक्स मूव कर रहा है. column index move कर रहा है. Okay, so 0 1 is what? 2. 0 1. What is the value at 0 1? It is 2, and the value of sum is 1 now. 1. So 1 plus 2 will be 3 and will be stored in the sum itself. So the value of sum will be changed. It is 3 now. Now from here, j plus plus j will be 2. Still conditions true. Control go inside the loop. The value of sum is 2, and here sum equal to sum plus aij. Sum is what? 3 this time, and aij means a02. Row index, the row index रुका हुआ है, column index move कर रहा है. 02 is what? 3. So 3 plus 3 will be 6, will be stored into sum itself. The value of sum will be 6. And from here it will go for j plus plus j will be 3. Still the condition is true. Control will go inside the loop, and then the value of sum is what? This time 6. The value of sum is 6, and aij means 0 3. 0 3 is what? 4. We have 4. 6 plus 4 will be 10, will be stored into sum itself. The value of sum will be 10. Then again j plus plus j will become 4, and this condition is false. Now since this loop, while this loop was running, you can see that row index was constant. It was 0. I was 0, and the value of j was increasing. That is column index was increasing, and we were finding the sum of row. Coming outside this j plus plus j will be 4. This condition is false. Control will go outside this loop and will reach here. You can see we have in some variable we have the sum of first row, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So that I am displaying sum of row means you'll have the message sum of row, and then I plus 1. The value of I is what? 0. 0 plus 1 will be what? 1. So 1 equal to will be printed. Then value of sum, what is the value of sum? 10. This type of message you will have. Here you can type space also. It's not visible. I have typed space like this. Okay. The sum of row with space here. Then I plus 1 will be 1 equal to will be printed because of this. Then value of sum is 10 will be printed. Okay. So elements of first sum of first row we have displayed. Then this is the closing of this loop. Okay. Let me remove the other hodgepodge. Okay, from here control will go for I plus plus. Now the value of I will change. Again, I'm updating this. The value of I will be what? 1. This condition is true. Now I will move to the next row index. Condition 2, control will go inside the loop. And you see here I'm making sum equal to 0 again. Because now we are going to find the sum of next row, second row. So see, you can see after coming outside, coming back, what is the value of sum? It is 10. If we will not make it 0, the value will be continued added to this 10. 10 में ही 10 में ही वैल्यू ऐड होती जाएगी, तो वैल्यू और बड़ी होती जाएगी. हमें फिर से यहाँ से ना 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 करना है. तो अगेन इट मस्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0. That's why we are starting from 0 all the time here only. So now the value of sum will become 0 again because we are going to find the sum of next row. तो अगेन फिर से सम की वैल्यू 0 स्टार्ट होगी, और j की वैल्यू यहाँ पे कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगी? 0 से. The value of j will start again from 0. As you know, in the nested loop it happens. Condition 2, control will go inside the loop. Now the value of sum is 0. अगर 0 नहीं होता, नहीं करते यहाँ पे, तो इसकी वैल्यू 10 रहती, तो 10 में ऐड होता. ध्यान देना. तो sum is what now? 0. aij. aij means a10. a10 is what? 5. 5 will be added to sum and the value of sum will be 5. Then j plus plus j will be 1. यहाँ से वही same process फिर से. j will be 1. Now condition 2, a11. 11 means 1, 1, 6. 6 will be added. The value of sum is 5. 5 plus 6 will be what? 11. Will be stored into sum itself. So sum will be what now? 11. 5 added, 6 added. Then j plus plus j will be 2. Now 1, 2. a1, 2. 1, 2 is what? 7. 1 and 2. 7. 7 will be added. 11 plus sum is what? 11. And the value of a12 is what? 7. 11 plus 7 will be 18 and will be stored into sum itself. Sum will be what now? 18. Again, from here it will go for j plus plus j will be what now? 3. You can see I is constant, row index is constant and column index is increasing. The value of j is increasing. Now j is 3, so 1, 3. 1, 3. I is 1, j is 3. 1 3 will be added to sum. What is sum? 18. 18 plus 1 3. What we have at 1 3? 8. 18 plus 8 will be 26. Will be stored into sum itself. So the value of sum will be what? 8. 26. And then again j plus j will become 4. This condition is false. Control will go outside the loop. Now coming outside the loop, you can see 5 plus 6, 11 plus 7, 18 plus 8, 26 we have in the variable sum. So coming outside this internal loop, we have the message sum of row. Now again we'll have the message sum of row I plus 1. The value of I is 1, so 1 plus 1 will be 2 equal to the value of sum will be printed, that is 26 will be printed. And so on like this. I hope the things are clear. Okay, and if there is a question, listen students. And if there is a question to find the sum of each column, I think the things are clear. I am going to the next question. If you have the question to find the sum of each column, if you want to find the sum of each column, only one change you have to do. You have to interchange this and this. Means you have to write like this. For that you have to write like this: sum equal to sum plus a j I. Means in this case you have to keep increase the value. You have to keep the column index constant. I की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रह रही है ना, I की वैल्यू देखो लूप जब तक इनर लूप में है कंट्रोल I की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रह रही है, और हमें अगर इसका सम करना है, कॉलम में सम करना है, तो इस ये इंडेक्स कांस्टेंट रखना पड़ेगा और ये बढ़ता जाएगा, तभी ना सम होगा, ऐसे सम होता जाएगा. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग ए आई जे यू राइट ए जे आई, because this time you have to keep what you have to keep constant. We have to keep column index as constant and the row index will increase. You can see the value of j is increasing. No, किसकी वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रह रही है? I की. The value of I is constant, so we have to put this in the column I. We have to put in the column index. So for sum of each column we have to write like this. So one more question I have taught through this. So I hope the things are clear. You can ask, if any doubt you can ask through the comment section. Now coming to the last question. Sorry, two more questions are there. Question number 7 of the super spy. Question number 7, super spy. Design a class to accept a number and check whether it is a super spy or not. A number is called super spy if the sum of digits is equal to the number of the digits. Okay, sum of digits or number of digits. To find the sum of digits of a number, to find the to count the number of digits of a number. For this, for both I have uploaded the videos. There are videos for both the concepts. These are the basic tools which we use in the programming. So that I have already uploaded one video, so you can watch that. I will try to put that in the description. Here a number is called super spy if the sum of digits, means we have to find the sum of digits. Okay, and please watch that video, then it will be more clear. Here also I will explain in brief, in संक्षिप्त में उसका हम विवरण देंगे. ठीक है. The super spy, the sum of digits, means we have to find the sum of digits and we have to find the number of digits, and then we'll check whether they are equal or not. Say for example 1021, sum of digits will be 4, and how many digits this number has? 4 digits this number has. So I'm going to discuss this program. So listen students, for to count the number of digits, here is program I've taken the class name as super spy. Okay, then main functions, can a class object, then we are taking input the number, consider the number, we are taking the same value what is given in the question, it is 1021. So I'm taking 1021 as a num and taking as 1021. Okay, now sum equal, this logic is for, and leave it, just this logic is to find the sum of digits of a number. Okay, here we are counting the number, counting the digit. Okay, so this loop, this n will become 0 by, since you can see we are dividing the n by 10. So by dividing n by 10 continuously, the value of n will become 0. So when the value of n will become 0, this condition will be false. So let me show you. Consider this number is 1021. 1021. If you divide it by 10, it will become 102. By dividing, if you divide a number by 10, the unit place digit is removed. हट जाता है. Even again 102, if you divide 102, this I have explained in that video. Students, please watch that video. The things will be more clear. Here I cannot explain thoroughly because the video will be too long. Okay. 102 by 10. Again, we are dividing 102 by 10. It will become 10. Unit place digit will be removed. Now 10 by 10 will become 1. And then 1 by 10 will become 0. This calculation, when we divide a smaller integer by a greater integer, this calculation take place. Quotient will always be 0 and the remainder will be the smaller one. Out of 10 and 1, the 1 is smaller one. So 1 modulus 10 will be what? 1. 1 by 10 will be 0. So you can see we have divided 1021 how many times? 4 times. In 4 times it has become 0. And how many digits this number has? This number has 4 digits. मतलब ये 10 से कितनी बार डिवाइड करने में इसकी वैल्यू 0 हो जा रही है? 4 टाइम्स. मतलब नंबर, इफ यू डिवाइड अ नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स टाइम, जितने डिजिट का नंबर अगर उतनी बार 10 से डिवाइड करोगे तो उसकी वैल्यू 0 हो जाती है. ठीक है. What is happening here? If you divide a number by number of digits time, then it will become 0. Number, more specific, if you divide an integer by number of integer by 10, how many times? Number of digits times, then it will become 0. So n equal to 0, ये लूप कब तक चलेगा? जब तक कि n की वैल्यू 0 ना हो जाए. तो n की वैल्यू कितनी बार में 0 होगी? This loop will be repeated until the value of n will become 0. So in how many times this loop will be repeated? The number of digits time. जितने डिजिट का नंबर होगा उतनी बार ये लूप चलेगा. यहाँ पे हम 10 से डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. We are dividing the number by 10. So this loop will be repeated number of digits time. N has how many digits? 4 digits. So this loop will be repeated 4 times. So 4 times the value of NOD will increase, which we have initialized by 0. This sum variable I have taken for sum of digits, and this NOD I have taken for number of digits. Okay. So this loop will be repeated in case of 1021. Since it has 4 digits, this loop will be repeated 4 times. So 4 times the value of NOD will increase. So by this way we are counting also. Here we are finding the sum of digits, and here we are counting as well. Okay. Let me show you. इसको पूरा ट्रेस कर देते हैं. See, the value of n we have taken. Here I am writing. The value of n we have taken 1021. This condition is true. 1021 condition is true. Control will go inside the loop. We'll get d equal to n modulus 10. When we module a number by 10, we get the unit place digit. So we'll get 1. This everything I have explained in that video, so please watch that. And then sum equal to sum, that digit we have extracted, first digit we have extracted 1, that we are adding to the sum equal to sum plus d, that digit we are adding. So sum is what this time? 0. 0 plus 1 will be what? 0 plus 1 will be 1, will be stored into sum itself. The value of sum will be what now? 1. And simultaneously we are counting also NOD plus NOD, which was 0, will become 1. Counting sum or counting दोनों चल रहा है साथ में. Then n by 10. As I told, when you divide a number by 10, it removes the unit place digit. So 1021 by 10 will be 102, 102, and will be stored into n itself. The value of n will become what? 102. Then from the closing, control will go to here. Now the number is what? 102. So 102, condition true, control will go inside the loop. N modulus 10, again we'll get the unit place digit, that is 2 here. So we got the second digit that we are adding. That digit d we are adding to the sum. What is the value of sum? The value of sum is 1. 1 plus d, what is d? 2. 1 plus 2 will be 3 and will be stored into sum itself. The value of sum will be 3. And now we are counting simultaneously. So NOD plus means NOD will be 2. We are counting the digits also. Then n by 10. N by 10 means if you divide a number by 10, unit place digit is removed. So if you divide 102 by 10, it will become 10. Okay, and that will be stored into n itself. The value of n will be changed. It will become 10. Now from here. Now the value of n is what? The value of n is what now? 10. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop. N modulus 10. When you divide n modulus 10 means 10 modulus 10 will become 0. When you module a number by 10, it returns unit place digit, that is 0 here. So now we'll get the third digit 0 in d variable. In variable d that we are adding to the sum. So the value of sum is what? 3. The value of sum is 3 here. And 3 plus d is what? 0. 3 plus 0 will be 3, will be stored into sum itself. Sum will be what now? 3. Okay, then NOD plus 73 we are counting also. So NOD plus NOD will be 3. And then n by 10. Now again dividing by 10, 10 by 10 will be what? 1. The value of n will become 1. Then again From the closing, control will go here. Now the value of n is 1, 1 not equal to 0, condition true, control will go inside the loop. Again 10, n modulus 10, 1 modulus 10, see the remainder is 1. 1 modulus 10 will be 1. The value of d will be 1, we got the last digit, that is 1. And that we are adding to the sum. What is the value of sum? Sum is already 3. 3 plus 1 will be 4 and will be stored into sum itself. So sum will be what now? 4. And we are counting the NOD number of digits, that will become 4. Now n by 10, n will become 0. N will become n by 10, n will become 0. So 1 by 10, you can see the quotient is 0, 1 by 10 will be 0. So n will become 0 now. Now this condition is false. 0 not equal to 0. The value of n is what now? 0, condition false, control will go outside the loop. Okay, I hope you are getting that point. So in this we are adding finding the sum of digit as well as we are counting the number of digit also. दोनों लॉजिक एक ही में कर सकते हैं, अलग अलग भी कर सकते हो if you are not convenient with this. Okay, so coming outside the loop, you can see the value of sum having the variable sum has the sum of digit, that is 4, and NOD has the number of digit, that is also 4. If both are equal, we have to display the message number is super spy, otherwise the number is not super spy. Okay, and please friends, if it is not clear, I will suggest to watch the video in which I have discussed how to count the number of digits and how to find the sum of digits. Kindly watch that video, the things will be more clear, and that video will also be useful in other programs also if you'll get the new program in the board examination. Okay, the last question of function overloading that I'm going to display is the last question. Since this video is going longer, no, I'm discussing so many programs, 6 programs I'm discussing. That's why I'm not going in details. Details are in that videos. Please watch that. Things will be clear. Okay, coming to the next question. Okay, sorry. I think this I have shown, no? Question number 8. Question number 8, we have to define 3 functions, void display this, and void display this. 3 functions are there. In this, it is said to print the pattern. Here it is said, we'll go through that. So here we have to define these 3 functions. You can see the name of all 3 functions are same, display, 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 but their parameters list are different. So this concept is called function overloading. Means defining more than one function of same name with different parameters list is called function overloading. You can see the name of the function display, display, display. Parameters list, it is requiring no parameter. It is requiring 2 integer value. It is requiring 3 double type of value. Okay. So first I'm going to define this function to print the following format using the nested loop. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1. So it's a question of pattern. Okay, pattern का भी basic concept है. मैंने pattern की programming भी upload की है. I have discussed the basic concept of that. I will discuss here too in brief. Okay. So coming to this, going to solve this, means we have to define only these 3 functions, nothing else. तीनों function में जो बोला है, what is said, what is instructed in the question, that we have to do in the function, nothing else. Only 3 functions we need to define. So coming to this function, this pattern we are going to display. So see how many lines are here? 3 lines are here. And what are we printing? 1 2 1 2 1. So condition is what? See, at the first position we are printing 2, at the second position, at the first position we are printing 1, at the second position we are printing 2, at third position we are printing 1, at fourth position we are printing 2, at fifth position we are printing 1. Means to say, I want to say here we are at odd places we are printing 1, and at even places we are printing 2. This I want to say. So that logic I am going to put. This is the logic actually. So class name I have taken overload, simple. First function is void display. And see, the basic of pattern is what? We use nested loop. It is also given in the question. Nested loops लिख रखा है. In case of pattern programming, we use the nested loop, and outer loop we write as per the number of rows, number of lines. You can see this pattern has 3 lines. So we require, so that loop, outer loop, we are writing up to 3. 1 2 3 means it will be repeated 3 times. Outer loop as per the number of lines. Okay. So 3 times. Okay. Inner loop is here to print the value of each row. Okay. Generally we use the inner loop to print the value of each row. And see how many times each time the loop should be repeated. each row, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there. So it should be repeated 5 times. How many elements are there? That many times it should be repeated. This loop is from here to here. Sorry. This loop is from here to here. Okay. Now, as I told, at even position we are printing 2, at odd position we are printing 1. So the value of j will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The value when the value of j will become 1, it is odd number. This condition will be false, and so it will go for else. And what will be printed? Here I have written println. This is wrong. It will be print. It will be what? Print. We are not going to change the line. Here also print. One more changes. Sorry. And here system dot students system dot out dot print ln, only to change the line. Pattern programming में किया जाता है, outer loop में line change करते हैं. So here print and print, not println. Okay, when the value of j will become 1, this condition will be false, and what will be printed? 1 will be printed, and cursor will remain in the same line. Line change होगी because of print. Okay, then again for loop, j plus plus, j will become 2. This condition is true. Control go inside the loop. Now j modulus 2, 2 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition will be true. So 2 will be printed in the same line. Then it will not go for else. Then j plus plus, j will be 3, condition true. Now 3 modulus 2 condition will be false. So what will be printed? 1 will be printed in the same line. Line will not be changed. Then j plus plus, j will be 4. This condition is true. Control go inside the loop. 4 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition true. This condition is for the even numbers. So 2 will be printed. Then j plus plus, j will be 5. This condition is true. Control go inside the loop. 5 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition false. It will go for this, else. And 1 will be printed 5 times repeated. Then j will be 6. This condition is false. Control will go outside the loop. Coming outside this loop, it will reach here, and this will change the line. Control will move to the next line. And then this is the closing of outer loop. It will go for I plus plus. Now the value of I will become 1. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop, and again the value of j will start from 1. Again j will be 1. If it is 1, 1 will be printed. If it is 2, 2 will be printed, and so on like this. Okay. So this is the pattern printing, first function of the class. Okay. Second function. Here I am showing second function. It's very easy. You can see. If you read it, no, the things are very easy. Don't leave the question without reading. If you read, you will get something. You will get that this question is easy. Here it is said to print the quotient of the division of m and n, means m by n. Quotient find करना है, m by n find करना है, m by n. Okay, here it is written int nm. That I will correct. Otherwise, if m is greater than, if the value of m is greater than n, then we have to find m by n. m को n से divide करके उसका quotient find करना है. Otherwise, print the sum of twice of n, मतलब 2 into n, twice of n, and thrice of m means 3 into m का sum find करना. 2 into n plus 3 into m find करना. If the value of m is greater than n, what we have to find? We have to find the division of m and n. Otherwise, we have to print the 2n plus 3n, the value of 2n plus 3n. Simple if else question. Here it is nm. As per the question, it is n and it is m. Okay, I'm copying what is given in the question. That same thing I'm writing here. Int n, comma, int m. If m is greater than n, it is said to display the quotient of m and n. m को n से divide करोगे तो quotient आएगा, print हो जाएगा. Otherwise, twice of m and thrice of n we have to display. Otherwise display the twice of n and thrice of m we have to display. If you will not read the question, no, ये गलतियां होंगी, कहाँ m और कहाँ पे n. Twice of n and thrice of n will be calculated and will be printed because of system.out.println. Think about this, students. Is this question that difficult? Simple. कोई क्वेश्चन सिर्फ बिना पढ़े छोड़ मत देना, समझना पढ़ना easy है. पढ़ोगे चीज समझ में आएगी क्या करना. ठीक है. Then the last function, here it is said to print the value of z. Here it is set to print. No, one mistake is there, typing mistake they have done printing mistake. Here double will not be here, it should be void, because it is not set to return the value, it is set to display the value. If it, okay, so it will be void. I will do as per that. I will write, instead of double, I will write void. Since it is a specimen paper, so don't worry, such mistake will not be done in the board examination. मतलब main paper में ऐसा कोई mistake नहीं होता. Here specimen में थोड़ी बहुत misprinting है, तो double it should be of either it should be here it should be void, or here should be the message to return. Since they have written to print, so here I am considering instead of double there will be void, because it is not set to return, so we will display. So what to display? To print the value of z की value बतानी, where p is what? A plus b by c, and q is what? A plus b plus c. Means first we have to calculate the value of p by this formula, then we have to calculate the value of q by this formula, and then we'll find z by this formula. Okay, मैथ जानते हो तुम लोग, पहले p की वैल्यू q की वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे तभी ना z की वैल्यू फाइंड होगी. So display, void display, not double display, void display, double A, double B, double C. Here, see, I have written void, double A, double B, double C. So first I am calculating the value of P by formula A plus B plus C, A plus B by C, right? P. Then Q by A plus B plus C, right? Okay. Then Z will be what? P into Q. And we have to display the value of Z by the formula. We have displayed the value of Z, so that I have to write system dot out dot println, simply Z you can print, no problem. Then function close and class close. No need to define the rest thing, and define and write the variable description. Okay, so this is all about section B, and what instruction I have given, kindly follow that. And still, if you have any doubt in this 6 question, I would explain all 6 questions as much as possible. And since the video which I have suggested in the during the video, please watch that video, will be helpful for you, and the concept will be more clear. If you are clear to that, no need to watch that video. But if it is, there is confusion, if you do not know that concept, please watch that video. So thank you for watching video till end. All the best for your board examination. Thank you. Bye.